Hello, I'm David Azer, and this is 3-Minute AdAge, your daily video news show. Can you imagine a stadium naming rights deal worth nearly $1 billion? And Casey Wasserman can. His Wasserman Media Group sold the naming rights deals for Staples Center in Los Angeles, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, Toyota Center in Houston, and Phillips Arena in Atlanta. In a coup last spring, it beat out the William Morris Agency and IMG to rep naming rights for the new Giants-Jets Stadium. At last week's Madison and Vine conference in Hollywood, Mr. Wasserman spoke of the record-breaking price he envisions for that deal.
You know, naming rights is one of the 2 or 3 pillars of financing any stadium in this day and age. I mean, suites, club seats, PSLs, if teams choose to do that, naming rights are clearly the big opportunities to generate substantial sums of revenue that you can use to finance a football stadium. The unique thing about what we're doing in New York is you've got the biggest media market in the biggest sport in the United States with 2 teams. And that combination of things has never happened before. So our belief is, and we're very confident, that you'll see a price you can't imagine and have never seen before. You know, the biggest today would be the Mets, probably at $400 million. And I would be shocked if we're not at least a multiple of that.
Mr. Wasserman is the grandson of legendary Hollywood studio mogul Lou Wasserman. He has also been involved in a frustrating years-long effort to convince Los Angeles and the NFL of the unique marketing potential of a new sports stadium there, even though the city doesn't have an NFL team.
Well, it's certainly clear that at this point the NFL doesn't need LA and LA doesn't need the NFL. Fundamentally, the value of a city is not based on its media size because teams don't own their media rights. The value of a city is based on your ability to generate local revenue net of cost to generate that local revenue. And so while the gross revenue in LA clearly would be at a staggering level, LA is a city that's not going to provide fundamentally any money to help build a stadium and facilitate that. So your cost in this day and age is probably close to $2 billion to build a football stadium.
But he believes creative thinking at the NFL and revenue from various rights, including personal seat license sales, could easily fund a new LA stadium.
You know, you could sell Super Bowl PSLs, and Super Bowl PSLs alone could pay for a stadium, and you could, on the order of magnitude, 30,000 seats, you know, at $30,000 for 5 Super Bowls, all of a sudden you're talking about $900 million in revenue out of thin air that isn't pulling from your local fan base necessarily and has nothing to do with having a team in LA. So that requires people to do things that they have not done before, and that's always a challenge. But having said that, LA has hope because some hope because you can do things here that you probably couldn't do in other cities.
And that's it for this 3-Minute AdAge. Thanks for being with us. I'm David Azer at Advertising Age in New York.